Apple car dream has fallen flat. This is a tale of majestic plan to invent a new kind of car, undone by strategic mistakes. The rise, fall, rise, and then death of what was codenamed Project Titan. After a decade of speculation, secretive developments, and bold ambitions, Apple's car project, known internally as Project Titan, has met its end. It all started in 2014 and turned into a nightmare for all those working day and night for it. It is a massive disaster of 10 billion and thousands of engineers were pouring their souls into it since 10 years, but all in vain. Before going deep into this, we would like to welcome you to Infomish. Subscribe our channel for more amazing content. Now let's circle back to our topic. 10 years after starting work on a car, Apple has given up. The company had some wild ideas about the future, which we will discuss in this video. The vehicle was supposed to be as revolutionary as iPhone. The car makers were running scared. The iPhone had eviscerated massive businesses like Nokia and Motorola. What if Apple did the same to the car industry? They were really confident that they could take out General Motors. They could make a better Tesla. And they had this ambition to do something that really had not been done before. The goal was not just to create an electric vehicle, but to revolutionize the driving experience with autonomous driving capabilities. But bringing a car to life is no easy feat. It requires a vast network of suppliers, intricate manufacturing processes, and logistics beyond measure. Perhaps Apple concluded it was a headache not worth enduring. Before diving into the implications of its cancellation, let's understand what the Apple car project, codenamed Titan, aimed to achieve. The project was rumored to blend cutting-edge technology and Apple's signature innovation. In the secretive corridors of Apple's headquarters, whispers of a grand vision circulated among the chosen few. It was 2014, and while the world speculated on Apple's next move, the company remained tight-lipped as always. Rumors of an Apple car began to surface, but the truth was shrouded in mystery. The journey began not with a bang, but with a whisper, a contemplation of buying Tesla, the electric car trailblazer. Yet Apple dared to dream bigger, embarking on a quest to craft their own automotive marvel. The brightest minds at Apple were summoned, and thousands of engineers were hired with billions in funding allocated to assemble a team of visionaries. They poached talent from the likes of Porsche and Lamborghini, each bringing their expertise to the table. Led by the visionary Jony Ive, the goal wasn't just to build a car, but to redefine the future of transportation itself. Ideas flowed freely. They consider only selling the car in white. There would be no steering wheels or front-facing seats, and passengers would control everything with touchscreen and Siri. Visions of a future untethered by convention danced in their minds. But as the project gained momentum, cracks began to appear. Confusion reigned over priorities: compete with Tesla in electric cars or challenge Google in autonomous vehicles. Disagreements tore through the executive ranks, casting doubt on the project's feasibility. There were concerns over profit. Enter Bob Mansfield, a seasoned executive who had developed products such as the MacBook Air, tasked with steering the ship through turbulent waters. The focus shifted from building a car to pioneering Level 5 autonomy, laying the groundwork for future endeavors. By building the self-driving brain, they really gave themselves options. On one hand, they were able to be partners. They talked partnerships with Teslas, Mercedes-Benz with BMW, but it also gave them opportunity to later go back to build their own car and have this Apple-like experience. Apple also invest in Didi, Chinese equivalent of Uber, so it might one day put its self-driving technology into Didi's ride-sharing service. Hinted at Apple's broader ambitions. Reports of Apple's autonomous test vehicles prowling California's streets only fueled speculation. But the tides turned. Fast-forwarding 2 years to 2019, Uber goes public, and it's a big disappointment that shows ride-sharing is not a great business with no prospect of Apple-like profits. So one of Cook's 3 pillars starts to look a little bit less revolutionary. At the same time, Tesla goes from $50 billion valuation to $1 trillion company in less than 2 years. While Tesla's meteoric rise highlighted the allure of electric vehicles, Apple pivoted once more, setting its sights on the electric car market. Around that time, Doe Field, the Tesla executive who developed the Model 3 and took over the Apple car project in 2017, calls a meeting to show off what his team has been able to pull together. They gathered a bunch of senior people in Apple Car team alongside Tim Cook and others. Cook is impressed by what he sees, according to people who were present, and says he will finally throw his full weight behind the project. Apple will build an electric car that has full driverless technology, but even that decision doesn't last long. Field leaves to join Ford in 21 and is replaced by Kevin Lynch, a longtime Apple manager who worked on the watch. Yet, as the years passed, reality set in. Autonomous cars remained a distant dream, and electric vehicles faced growing scrutiny. The three pillars, self-driving, ride-sharing, and electric vehicles, began to crumble, leaving uncertainty in their wake. With the passage of time, it became clear that autonomous cars are a long way away, maybe even a decade or more. So there isn't another flip-flop away from self-driving tech. Then they thought to compete with Tesla for electric cars. But in the following years, electric vehicle market is starting to lose its luster, with sales growth slowing for three reasons. EVs are expensive and high interest rates means they are even harder to afford. The first generation of EVs are now hitting the second-hand market, and they are not holding their value as well as combustion engine cars. Established car makers are starting to release their EV models, meaning competition is tougher and profits are lower. One specific part of Apple's success is that on the hardware side, they have by and large between 25 and 30% margin, but that was impossible on the car. The three megatrends that Cook highlighted in 2017 have all lost their appeal. Self-driving is not happening anytime soon, ride-sharing is not a great business, and electric vehicles probably can't deliver the kinds of profits that Apple shareholders expect. All of these reasons provokes another final rethink at Apple. So Tim Cook makes a big decision on February 26th, after most people had left work. The car team gets email announcing an all-hands meeting the next day. Then, 10 a.m. next morning, they all gathered into conference rooms around their desks, and they tuned into a video announcement. It was a 12-minute presentation. They were pretty succinct. Tim Cook sighed that, "Thank you for all your efforts. We are immediately winding down Project Titan. The Apple car is dead. The dream was over." The Apple car, once a beacon of innovation, had met its end. Those working on self-driving technology will join Apple's main AI group. The rest has to find new jobs inside or outside the company. Apple faced significant challenges and setbacks in its car project. These hurdles reportedly included difficulties in meeting ambitious timelines, disagreements over the project's direction, and challenges in the development of key technologies such as battery technology and autonomous driving systems. It was an expensive disaster of around $10 billion. As the dust settled, one truth remained. Innovation is a journey, with twists and turns, highs and lows. And while Project Titan may have ended, the spirit of innovation at Apple would endure, forever driving the quest for the next big thing. What are your thoughts on Tim Cook's decision of setting back? Is it a good decision or not? Share your views with us in comment section. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe our channels for more interesting videos. See you in the next one. Goodbye.